Temple of Doom. This is an interesting movie, and this is the one I've been waiting to get to because like I love all these movies to some degree, except maybe Kingdom of Crystal Skull. We'll get there when we get there. Temple of Doom though is one I always remember being my favorite, and then I watched it again like back when I brought that 4K set for the first time, and then I like really didn't like it. And then now I'm back to really liking it. So I was kind of confused because I was actually waiting to do this review to not necessarily trash on the movie, but like definitely talk about some of my issues with the movie because they're issues that I never realized till I watched it that time. But now they're not even that big of issues anymore. Like for one, when I watched Temple of Doom that last time, I really didn't like Short Round, but I actually liked him a lot this time, and he's awesome. Maybe that's also just now with the perspective of Kiki Kwan. I'm sorry if I said his name wrong. Winning a Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, you know, that's awesome, and that's cool, right? And now seeing him in this movie as a kid, there's something sweet about it. But also, I think he is really fun in the movie. And things that were bugging me about like him driving the car and stuff don't bug me that much now. I kind of buy it and I have fun with it. I like that. So that's interesting. The girl who in this movie, she got on my nerves last time I watched it, but she didn't do that as much as this time. I definitely preferred our main girl in the first one. This one, she bugged me a lot less watching it this time because of the fact that I think there was moments where she really worked, especially that scene where they're like, where she's like, there are 2 dead people out here. And he's like, there's gonna be 2 more dead people in here. That's always the line I remember the most from this movie. There's a lot of great moments like that. I think my main problem with her is she whines and screams a little too much in this movie for my liking, but honestly, I remember it being way worse than it actually was. And then, the darker tone to it, I've always loved. I don't really mind any of that. But there are definitely some parts that seem a little culturally insensitive and dated, but I don't really have too much of a problem with it. I think it's fine. And it's fun. And a lot of the action scenes are really great. The opening of this movie is probably one of the best of the series. It's not as good as Raiders opening. Nothing will ever beat that. But it's still awesome. It is just a wonderful opening to this movie. Really throws you right into it. Indy loses a friend that we've never seen before, but it does make you really remind you of these old adventure serials, like where you have these adventures that you didn't really see happen, but it's implied that it happened, and that just intrigues you and makes you excited. The continuing adventures of Indiana Jones, come back next week, sort of thing. It's just really cool, and I like that. And I think it's weird how Steven Spielberg thinks this is the worst movie he's ever made. The direction to this movie and the way it's crafted is just incredible. Like, from start to finish. Like, even some of the stuff I mentioned I have issues with, it's still like, it's all well directed and put together. Like, it's just awesome. It's an awesome movie, and then he's out here, like, trashing it. It's like, you made Hook. You made the BFG. You made some other movies that aren't necessarily great. Like, I'm not saying that I hate those movies or anything. I don't think Steven Spielberg's made a truly awful movie, but God, he's definitely made some questionable movies. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think Temple of Doom is awesome, honestly, watching it this time. It's better than I remember, and maybe some of you may have some negative feelings about it. Probably should do a rewatch, because I'm shocked to say this movie is awesome and is easily one of my favorites of the franchise, surprisingly. Maybe still my favorite. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I might switch it to Last Crusade this time. Who knows? But yeah, let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.